Hello, everyone. Welcome. I have Barb here with me today, and welcome to How Do You Spirit? And we are going to talk about, how the energies and everything, and how the world events are affecting people, and maybe what some things that could be helpful to deal with all of that, right?
Sounds good.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So Chelsea's behind the scenes, and she was going to talk a little bit too about planetarily what's going on right now. So Chelsea, you can't see her, but she's back there. Tell us a little bit about that first.
So there's two big, I would say, planet transits going on.
Mm-hmm.
The big one right now is the Saturn and Aries. Basically, it's karmic lessons. Saturn is about lessons and learning from your mistakes. And yeah, remember how we were talking about Saturn return?
Uh-huh. Yes.
So like if you're not on path, it's like
Is it going to throw you on there?
yeah, pretty much. Whether
your
you
choices
like it
are
or
over.
not.
You're going to be
Yeah.
forced into it.
Yes. And Aries is the planet of war
Oh,
right now.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
mhm.
Considering that's the energy right now.
yeah.
Or not the planet of war. That is the sign for war, basically.
And
Okay.
conflict.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So putting those two together, what's your opinion of what that brings?
So, I don't think there's going to be like a world war or anything.
Right.
I mean, maybe it's a possibility. I do definitely think
Mhm.
there's going to be a lot of scare with
And
that.
unrest.
Posturing that way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, if you're not, I feel like it's going to be harder for those people that are not taking action on their path. Because, too, Aries is all about taking action. So,
Okay.
yeah. And like how you basically your daily,
Like routines and stuff.
not really routines, but basically, if you're not going to move towards what you need to do, it's probably going to be more difficult. You're going to go through more of those lessons, I would say.
So is that kind of you need to maybe more trust the process and your intuition?
That is a big one too. I have heard of that, but
Mhm.
I don't know the specific transits for that, but I have heard that is also a big thing
Mm-hmm.
for this for the next few years, because Saturn actually takes a few years to go through.
Oh, lovely.
So we're going to be sitting in this kind of volatile space
A
for a
little bit,
while,
yeah.
but we each need to align with what's true for us. Is that what you're
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I feel like some of the war energy and all this stuff that's going on, all the dialogue, it feels to me like we're taking all of this conflict energy,
Mhm.
and just as we get to the edge of the cliff,
Mm-hmm.
the energy's going to say, all right, are you going to take it serious? Are you going to
Yeah,
get on
pretty
track?
much.
Are you
Yeah.
going to start doing what you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I feel like that choice, we've dawdled too long,
Yeah.
and procrastinated to the point where
Yes.
Yeah, pretty
now we don't have a choice, and we're going to
Yeah,
be
you're
forced
gonna be
into
forced,
stepping up for what we believe in.
Mhm.
So do you see that as something that brings humanity together, or do you see it as
So-
more division?
It's interesting you bring that up, because it is also kind of about that healthy selfish, but
Uh-huh.
the other big transit we have going on is Pluto in Aquarius. So Pluto takes a lot longer to go through. It's almost like a generational planet.
So it doesn't happen very often?
So I'm trying to think how long. So for example, like when I was born, Pluto was in Scorpio, and a lot of millennials have that.
Uh-huh.
And probably like you're probably either Virgo or Libra.
Leo. Oh, Libra. Okay.
maybe Leo. I'm not sure, but
Because I'm really old.
yeah, you might be a Leo generation. I don't. I wasn't sure.
I
so.
can't remember my chart. I've had it done, but I can't
Uh-huh.
remember all the little details on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that as we go into Age of Aquarius, right? That's supposed to be the time that truth comes out, information
Yeah.
comes out, people get to see things for what they are. And
Yeah.
so,
And people come together.
yeah, they come together with
wow.
So that is an aspect of it. And like all the technological advances, the alien stuff, it's all part of like that Aquarius energy.
it because it's exposure energy and information.
Yeah.
Using your intellect instead of all your emotions.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, Barb mentioned before we got started, she came across something that really resonated with her.
Yep.
And I literally was listening to one of my audiobooks that I've listened to for like the third time now. And it was the exact same thing that she brought up. So go ahead and talk about that.
Okay, so this is about collecting all the pieces and parts of you, the old self, like your wounded self, your child self, all of those little aspects of who you are, and bringing them together like in one room, sitting around a conference table and having a conversation and having that discussion about, okay, so how can we come together? What's the piece of information you have that I need to hear? What's the piece of information you have? And overall, it felt like during a time where the big picture feels out of control, it feels so manageable for yourself to do what you need to do in this time to take control of your bubble, take control of what's immediately around you,
Yeah.
because the stuff that's not, we don't have any control
Yeah,
over.
we can't control it.
But instead of feeling helpless, we really can take charge of the information that we need
Yes.
by just going inside and asking those questions.
Yeah.
So I thought it was fascinating. It was synchronistic that we were both on the
I
same
know, and
page.
I'm getting the chills again. My whole body's like chilling up because it was the same message, go sit with yourself and ask those questions and see what answers you get.
Right.
And
right.
so what you were saying was you would just go sit with each one of yourselves.
Yep.
Right? Yep. And ask the questions.
And ask a question more like, what do you know that I don't, I'm not applying right now? Or what am I holding back because of a situation that I'm not consciously aware of? Or your future self, it's what am I resisting that you need me to let go of?
Yes.
And I thought that was a really cool one because right now we're all thinking about the future, what's going to be happening.
Exactly.
But since we don't know in the outside world what's going to be happening, we can at least talk to our future self and get the info that they need to be okay going forward.
Yeah.
That we need to change a habit right now. So I love that way to look at it because it's, like I said, I love everything that gives you control over the moment.
Yes.
And control over your own energy so that you can feel like you're not at the mercy of what's going on around you and all the chaos that's planetary right now.
And that helps, I think, to keep our minds quiet.
Oh, for sure.
From all this that's going on right now in the world. And I've been feeling this past couple weeks, I guess. Of course, my dad just passed away, unfortunately, a couple weeks ago. But I have been feeling kind of, I don't know, disconnected, or I don't even know.
Are you in
how
zombie mode? That's what I call
Probably.
it.
That's perfect. Just kind of walking around.
Where you're going through the motions, but your head's somewhere else.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
you're doing a lot.
Yeah.
So it's understandable.
I don't really feel as connected with spirit, but I did have a reading with Taco,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, no, it's because you're making that transition, growing more spiritually.
Oh,
And so
yes.
she says it's kind of a numb thing for me. And it's just really interesting. Have you experienced, well, like people you've done readings
Mhm.
for, what are they feeling and what are you feeling as far as energetically? Are you feeling weird or off or
Yes.
okay.
Tipsy is or off balance.
Uh-huh.
That's a common sentiment,
Uh-huh.
and the other is weighted down.
Okay.
And so, a lot of people, especially empaths, are feeling extremely weighted down
Mm-hmm.
because they're allowing all of the chaos energy to stick to their body.
And how do they get rid of that? That's
Not
a great
matching,
segue.
Not matching the energy.
Okay.
So it becomes vital for us to be observers of what's going on, but not emotionally attached.
Okay.
And not let our energy fall. If we go into fear or, anxiety,
Mhm.
angst, whatever, about all of the stuff that's going on around us,
Mhm.
then we connect. We
And
allow
feed the
all
energy,
of that.
right?
Yes, it
Yeah.
becomes that energetic exchange where we're just pumping up the negativity.
Uh-huh.
But if we can stay kind of objective
Yeah.
about it in a place where, and you got to keep yourself cleaned off,
Yeah.
But if you can stay in your heart space and stay at a higher vibration than what's going on
Mhm.
right now, then we can drop the stuff that's sticking to us that's lower vibration. So laughter, love,
Mhm.
being out in nature, all
Yes.
those things that
Grounding.
raise our vibration
Mhm.
naturally are the things that we need to focus on right now.
Yeah.
So
I agree. That's
Mhm.
it just and even myself, like, because you get on TikTok, or I do anyway, or Instagram, and you start seeing the videos, and
Yeah.
I swear half of the crap on there is not true anyway.
I know.
Because I'll go chat GPT, did this really happen? And it didn't. And it's like, why do people have to go put fake news?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's an attention thing or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know what the motivation is, but it is hard to, and I've had to stop myself again.
Yeah, for sure.
Just the last couple of days in light of what was going on. It's like, nope, I can't. I got to stop and not go there.
Yeah.
Right? Because then you see that stuff or hear or whatever, news, whatever, then you start getting sucked in and
Your
want to
gut
know
reacts.
more.
Yep.
And then it just brings you down lower and lower and lower.
Yep. And that's when everything sticks to you. That's when
Mhm.
you're part of the soup.
Yeah.
That's down here, you can't get
Yep.
out of it.
Yep.
If
Yep.
you're matching it, you can't get out of it.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I just try not to get sucked in by it. But
What-
it's hard.
It is.
Mhm.
But one of the things that has made it easier for me to stay more objective is that every time I hear something, I'm thinking, is that the full story?
Yes.
What's the other side of the story?
Mhm.
And so I've been drawn to hearing more from both sides,
Uh-huh.
and the contradictions and the hypocrisy is so obvious
Yes.
that it's like, oh, the truth has to be somewhere in the middle,
Yeah.
Mhm.
because they've taken the extremes and ramped up the extremes.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
the truth is never that way. It's
Yeah.
never just one-sided.
It's not this or that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always a mix of something in the middle
That makes
that
sense.
we're not seeing. So
Yeah.
just staying aware that wait to react until you have the full story, or
Mhm.
until you really have that spiritual understanding of what's going on.
Yeah.
Most people that I know that are empaths are
Mhm.
being affected energetically because they're being pulled down into it.
Mhm. So
Ugh,
with the empath, is it, so you obviously feel other people's energy and all that stuff. How would you, maybe it's the same, do you have to try not to engage with information, or how
I think you can listen to it and be aware. It's always good to be aware. It's part of
Okay.
the
Right.
spiritual growth of being aware of what's going on in our world.
Uh-huh.
But there's a difference between being aware
Uh-huh.
and being emotionally engaged. Those are
Yeah.
two completely different things.
Mm-hmm.
And when you emotionally engage in something, I mean, you don't ever really know if you're being pulled in a direction that's supporting the truth that you want, or if you're, helping overcome the truth that you want. So until you know, it's best to just keep your emotions kind of in check.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. And that's would be a good time, I guess, to sit with yourselves.
Yeah. That's where the sitting with yourself comes in. It's
Yeah.
like, what is this triggering? Is this really about me that I'm getting all triggered by something going on?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it that I'm just like going with the flows, going with the tide of the emotions?
Yeah. I had asked Taco this too last time I saw her, when she did my reading, that, because she talks about, world events and stuff. And we talked about it a little bit when we did our first episode of the year. And so do you tune in and kind of ask spirit questions as to what's this year going to be like?
Yep.
What do we
What's
see?
the energy of this year?
Yeah. So I was curious about that because I asked Taco about that because I've never done that. And to try to connect to that energy. And she's like, just be very careful with it.
Yep.
And so I was...
Put yourself in a bubble of light first.
Yes. And I was curious how you do that because I would like to start doing that to be able to connect with that.
For me, I don't get clear information for myself through my guides. It's a little bit different. The information I receive is always for others.
Oh,
so
okay.
For me to get information for myself from my guides, I do the automatic writing.
Oh.
So that's just a really, it's
cool.
a good way for me to connect and and to not judge the information. And I think that's why I'm blocked from just the downloads from my guides. When it comes for other people, I'm set aside. I don't have any judgment on it. It just rolls.
Right.
But when it's for me, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. What did you just say? I mean, I have a ton of opinions about everything, And so I think it's a little difficult for them to get their message through to me because I have so many filters and I'm judging everything. And I'm saying, no.
Yeah.
But when I sit, I just surround myself with the light. And I ask my guides to come into that bubble that I've created. And then I start asking questions. And it just...
then you write out...
the same... It just rolls out. I could be talking and my hands
Your
still
hands
going,
just going on and on and writing a story.
Yeah. And so... but this year was a year about cleaning house. So they said, we're behind schedule, but... humanity's trying to catch up, but we've had so many things that have rolled the energy backwards that we're behind schedule. And I think that's the thing that intuitives or light workers feel the most is that it was supposed to be different by now.
Okay.
Or they're ready and they're waiting for their role, but it hasn't happened. That opportunity hasn't opened up yet. We're behind schedule.
Okay.
So they said this year is clean house year. So get rid of all the things that don't serve you, whether it's physical, emotional, whatever kind of baggage that you have in your life, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Because the energy of next year is going to move pretty quickly. It's going to be a year of illumination, new information, just new opportunities. But it's going to be moving pretty quickly so that we need to be aware of what we're carrying into the year.
Okay.
So it is about lightening our load, being able to run fast with the energy. I just kind of see you running.
With it.
It's like going down a water slide. You run and you jump. So you want to be able to have that momentum start with the beginning of the year. So getting rid of all the dead weight.
Wow, that's great. I didn't think of it that way, but yeah, that makes sense. So on Chelsea, on the last astrological side of that is do you have any insight as to what next year's supposed to be like?
I don't yet. I haven't really looked into that.
Not that far.
So in numerology, 2025 equals a 9 year, and it's a year of endings.
Yep.
Oh,
Mhm.
That's true.
And so next year
Yeah.
will be like beginnings.
wow.
So
Mhm.
that makes sense then. We're getting
Mhm.
rid of all the crap that we don't need anymore because we're at the end of that cycle.
Yeah.
And starting
And then we'll
new.
step into a new cycle. But I just
Mhm.
feel in almost everyone's readings, they've been talking about new information and new enlightenment. It's like an illumination energy
Okay.
that's coming
Uh-huh.
in. So we'll see things for what they truly are. We'll have more understanding, more
Mhm.
awareness of, I don't know, maybe new inventions, but new stuff
Yeah.
Okay.
is
Mhm.
coming up. And then by the end of the decade, we should be in a place where we're running pretty smoothly.
Yeah, I
Thank
feel like the
goodness.
next decade is going to be
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so do I.
2030.
Yes.
Really?
Wow, that's going to start, I want to say, like a new renaissance or kind of a nirvana
Yeah.
stage.
Really?
But it's up to
Wow.
us, if we
Bring the baggage
if
or
we
not.
bring that exactly. If
Yeah.
we're prepared for it, if we can energetically match it,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be interesting to see. But the possibilities there.
That's amazing. That would be amazing.
I know we're all ready for it to be a little more lovey.
we're tired, right?
I do feel like, though, this year that energy is going to kind of start, it's going to kind of settle down a little bit because Jupiter just went into Cancer, and that is kind of more of that what makes you comfortable. It talks about like the home, and that energy is expanding. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah. Cause
So when in the year is that supposed to?
So it's already started. It
Oh,
just
okay.
started. So
Mhm.
we just came out of Jupiter and Gemini, where it's like overload of information because Gemini. I mean, Carrie.
Yes.
She's all over the place, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, it's just like this year, I feel like a lot of people are just going to be focusing on like what's in their immediate community.
Yeah.
So like what you were talking about, I think it's good to focus on just your community in
Mhm.
general
Mhm.
rather than like, oh my God, what's going on in the world?
Mhm.
Like, it's just too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Taco mentioned that to me too. Is she's like one day at a time, one thing at a time. What and
Yeah.
not and she also mentioned too that the people that really select your tribe,
Mm-hmm.
now we're going to be cleaning
Yep.
house and selecting your tribe and the people that you're cleaning the people house, I guess,
Yeah. Getting
and
rid of people that don't serve you anymore. Yeah,
and to be careful who you bring into
for sure.
the new year with you.
For sure.
We have a chance to really make things really, really great if we do the work, right? Yeah.
We
I love
stay
that.
focused on what we can have an
Mhm.
impact over.
Mm-hmm.
And then the things that we can't, it's like, okay, so it feels like war is coming, but instead of being fearful of it,
Mm-hmm.
we can bless that energy. And so instead of sending more of that conflict energy to it with fear, throw love
Yeah.
bombs at it.
Right.
Try to raise the energy there so it shifts as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's the only piece of control or actual impact that we can have is what kind of energy we add to it.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like we need to be so responsible with our emotions
Mm-hmm.
during times like this so they don't get manipulated.
Yeah. That makes sense. Send it love and happy energy.
Yeah. Peace.
Right. Yeah.
Peace.
Yes.
Awesome.
We should all do that every night before we go to bed. Make it a goal to send the
Send-
love and peace into the universe.
Yeah. I know there's some certain groups that do worldwide meditations on this.
Yeah.
and
That's
you can
so
join
cool.
something like that. I think it's We Love Mass Meditations. Have you ever been on that site?
No.
It's a Facebook site, but they do worldwide meditations
That's
for
amazing.
peace in different areas.
Wow.
So if you want to be more of a participant, you can
Uh-huh.
do something like that.
That's cool. I didn't even know that existed, but why wouldn't it?
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's like all the little witchy people doing the the positive spells and stuff, and to have more positive things and stop the chaos, I guess.
Yeah, I've been doing affirmations almost daily because I have to right now.
I
They're
love
Yes.
that.
just-
Can I
yeah.
hear one of your affirmations?
Well, they're not mine. I just
Oh.
listen to
Yeah,
them.
that's what I like to do as well.
And then I repeat them back to myself
Right,
sometimes,
right.
Yeah.
either out loud or in my head. But
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of like, I guess, inner child
Mm-hmm.
affirmations. I feel like help really ground me.
So what's an example? Can you think of one?
So like, for example, like you're safe, you're loved.
yeah.
just
Oh, I
stuff
love
like
that,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's a good idea too.
Just confirming that reality,
Yeah.
reinforcing that
Mhm.
reality for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is what we were talking about before, of inviting all those different pieces and parts of yourself in
Yeah.
and having
Yes.
those conversations.
Yep.
So for you, if it's that inner child that's coming in because they're afraid that it's not going to be safe,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've pinpointed that really accurately.
That's yeah. I'm putting the pieces together.
Yeah, and I think too, like confidence, I've been trying to build that. So it's just working on those every day. And I have to, especially with what's going on in the world.
Mhm.
It just helps ground me a lot.
Oh, for
Mhm.
sure.
Or going out and going for a walk,
Mhm.
even. Or because honestly, lately I've been feeling like I'm in between two worlds.
Oh.
Like I'm like,
That gave me goosebumps.
I know.
Because I just saw you straddling.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, because I feel like I'm just kind of slowly letting my old self go, but I'm stepping into
Your higher version.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's the awareness. Can you imagine if all of us were doing that work right now?
yeah.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be out fighting each other.
So true.
We would
Right.
be focused on,
Ourselves.
and when you have that love for yourself, your heart chakra expands out and
Mhm.
creates this massive bubble around you.
Yeah.
And then everybody that comes into that comes in and feels that love bubble, and then theirs goes boom. So you just walking into a grocery store with your heart chakra wide open, you're making people's day without even realizing it. You're
Yeah, I
like,
don't know.
oh, I feel good all of a sudden. I should come to this store more.
Right.
Yeah, you're sharing it though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you find people like staring at you or looking at you like I
Yeah.
experience? Really?
Yeah. Lately, a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll notice something different about you but can't put their finger on it. But
And two, I think with the confidence affirmations,
Yep.
like
Yes,
really walking around more
def-
confidently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
that's a good
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm.
That comes in with my broken self. When they say talk to your broken self,
Yeah.
I need more confidence. I need to trust who I am.
Yes.
I need to have that positivity when I present myself to others instead of hiding behind a facade that's not real.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So you're doing your work.
Yeah. Well, I feel like therapy has helped a lot the past year. So
Yeah, I'm sure that's definitely contributed, but also you have to do the work, right? Yourself. Yeah.
Mhm.
You have to show up in that
Yeah.
new vibe
Mhm.
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 for sure.
And that again makes total sense of you going from old to new self, what we're talking about
Mhm.
and what's
Yeah.
going on right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. In the past, I felt like, oh, these things are too hard for me to do. I can't do them. But now I feel like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Like I was way overthinking everything.
That's so, I love that.
We usually
you need to
do.
teach Carrie some of that.
I mean, I still struggle with that. But
Yeah, but it sounds like you're making strides and accomplishing, and
Mhm.
that's great. Wow.
Very cool. So what's the next energy that we go into after this conflict?
I'll have to get back to you on that one. I'll look it
Okay.
up really quick and
Okay.
find out.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see how long that energy is going to last
Yeah.
and what follows it. Because if we go right from that energy into
Uh-huh.
the new information era,
Yes.
that would be a good segue into stopping it, because we find
Mm-hmm.
out more. I just honestly don't think we know enough to
Yeah.
really be dividing ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
hmm
That makes sense for sure.
Yeah. Well, Pluto, I mean, it takes a long time to move through a sign. So Aquarius is going to be the next decade, maybe even longer. I'm not really sure. But like the Saturn, so we just got out of Pisces, so that's like I
Is that more passive?
yeah, but it's almost like you feeling like you can't have your dream life or whatever.
Oh.
Interesting.
And it also kind of restricts kind of what we're doing now, like opening up to the spiritual community,
Mm-hmm.
but also learning lessons through it too as well.
Mm-hmm.
But Pisces is creative energy too, so we just moved into Aries. So the next one after the next few years will be Taurus. So that would probably be like what you value in your material world and all that.
Beauty.
Hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Every
Wow.
Taurus I know is beautiful.
Ah.
and likes beautiful things. So I always associate that.
With
Yeah.
beauty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's fun.
Yeah, so that will probably be a fun time, I'm sure.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, there's a lot ahead, a lot of
Mhm.
change ahead, and a lot of good stuff
A lot
coming
of
in.
good things to look forward
Yes,
to,
A
right?
lot of good things to look forward
Just
to.
get rid of the old and
Yeah.
bring in the new. The like you said, the things that don't serve us, and that's can be very difficult.
Yeah.
It's
That's part of talking to your future self. It's
Mhm.
like, what am I holding on to that's not going to serve you down the road?
Yeah.
And that's a lot of time that's our belief systems with fear
Mhm.
in there, and
Yeah.
but being able to have that conversation and have your future self say, will you just stop doing that?
Right? Yeah, because some of that could be ingrained in you from your childhood,
yeah.
and
Those
how
belief
you were
systems get
raised, and-
buried in there.
Yeah. So that's hard. That
It's
takes a
some
lot
good
of
work. It would be worth doing.
Oh, 100% for sure. We just, change the world one person at a time.
That's the way it happens, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And walking around with your heart chakra wide open is the way you do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Showing everybody what's possible and bringing them into your bubble a little bit, let them feel good, and then
Release them on their
yeah,
way.
let them go on their way and do the same thing for others.
That's amazing.
Mhm.
Do you have anything else you want to mention? Can you think of anything that maybe you've had experiences with some of your readings or anything?
Well, I think the main thing is that our guides are always with us, and they're always
Mhm.
chatting in our ear, dropping little hints, synchronicities around us. So my advice is pay attention what's happening in your bubble with your people,
Mm-hmm.
and
That
try
will
to
expand everywhere.
yes, and just try to follow that and let others follow theirs, and then I really think we'll come together,
Yeah.
in a good way. So that's
Hopefully,
my
huh?
goal.
Yeah.
That's my dream.
Mine too, for sure.
And unfortunately, sometimes those hard things, they are the things that bring people together.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's how I feel about this conflict right now. It's like we almost need to be taken to the brink of disaster
Yeah.
to realize that we're all on the same team.
Yeah. To really bring everybody together.
Yeah, so I hope that's how it plays out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. Me too. All right. Chelsea, do you have any other comments to add?
Nope.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, thank you, Barb, for joining
Thank
me today.
you.
It's
It was
always great to
fun.
see you and
You too.
chat. And again, it's just funny how different all three of us.
Our perspectives or come
Mhm.
from a different place and
But
come into the same.
the same thing, huh?
Yep,
The same meaning. Yep,
thing.
yep. It's awesome. And I'm getting the chills again. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining us today. And Chelsea, I think we need to get on and do a live soon.
Okay.
We were going to try to go live today, but the software wasn't cooperating with us. So anyway, thank you again. And don't forget to go to our YouTube channel at How Do You Spirit and subscribe to us. And you can see all of our content on there. We're also on all of the social media platforms. We will see you soon.